want you to turn Mario into a pixel drawing. You have a version of the pixel drawing on the bottom, but we want to actually do it so that the boxes that you're creating are going to be outlined in black. And this is for two reasons. One is because I want you to have the experience of doing pixel art, and I also want to make sure that you did not just copy this layer and create your copy up at the top. So this needs to be hand drawn. It does take time and it takes a little bit of practice. So we're going to go ahead and grab our rectangle tool, and I'm going to drag it across to make my first box. And because I want the same color as his hat, I'm going to go ahead with my eyedropper and click up here on the red. I used I for eyedropper. It's also here on your toolbar. Then I'm going to grab my rectangle again. I would highly suggest that you zoom in so you can see what you're doing. And you're going to drag a box across. Now, make sure it's the right size. Now, I could very easily hand draw all of these boxes the same color, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hold Option. I'm going to click down on the box, and then I'm going to drag my copy with the Shift key held down across. Option, drag, Shift. There's a hand, there's an order to it. So Option, drag, Shift. Option, drag, Shift. Option, drag, Shift. Option, drag, Shift. My box is a little bigger than the grid, but that's okay. It's not by that much. And then this last one, I'm actually going to draw by hand. You can double click your work if you want to, or double check your work if you want to, by coming over here and simply just turning off the grid to see how nice and neat it looks. You could very easily use these boxes again here if you were to hold Shift, select an entire row that you like, hold Option, Shift again, and drag them down. Option, Shift, drag down again. And then you could, of course, use it to make these other boxes as well. So the Option, dragging, and Shift technique are very, very useful. It makes it go by faster. Option, drag, and Shift. Option, drag, and Shift. Okay. For the custom ones, I would do this. I would take my selection, or my rectangle tool. Then I would take my rectangle tool like that. Then using my selection tool, I'm going to hold my Shift key so that both those pieces are held together. And then you're going to use that shape builder tool that you've learned before and just simply connect. So this is two squares made into one. Let's do that again over here. We have a box, or I should say rectangle. We have another rectangle. Use your selection tool to hold, and then hold Shift and make sure both of these pieces are selected. Grab that shape builder tool that you know and drag down and across to make your separate pieces. Okay, you would do those same techniques throughout this entire thing using all the colors provided. Once you are done, you're going to turn your grid off and you're going to be left with your beautiful pixel art with your black outlines on so that I can see that you did not just copy this image. You're going to save it as an Illustrator file and give that Illustrator file to me on Canvas today.